If you are the type of person who's been lusting over a man who doesn't lust after you, constantly talking to yourself in text messages and being called crazy in his group chat, then this is the video for you. Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lolita, and today we're going to be talking about a pretty controversial topic. We're going to be talking about relationships and how to get over them quick AF. So the first thing on my list is to simply let it go. Who cares? Okay, this person broke up with you, so what? It's not the end of the world. Like, the world is going to keep going whether you like it or not. I don't understand. Sometimes people put their eggs in one basket and act like it's the end of the world just because of one simple mishap. You have to realize we're on a floating rock in space. Who really cares theoretically? In 2 weeks, there's going to be somebody going after you and running after you, as long as you keep that energy open for yourself. Another part of letting go is to realize this person doesn't really even care about you. If this person has been constantly talking bad about you or calling you out your character or not making you feel like the best version of yourself that you can be, they already dogged you out. What more do you want from this person? You have to think about, what value does this person really have in my life? And what purpose did they really serve other than, a quick little session or just giving me money? Like, if you feel like you're locked in a gilded cage, then that's not the relationship for you. Another thing that goes along with not caring is, think about your friends and family who have to listen to you complaining 24/7 about somebody who didn't treat you right in the first place. How would you feel in their shoes? You would feel embarrassed looking from the outside in, and you would tell yourself to go sit down, cope with your emotions, and move on. I know sometimes it's not going to be as easy as one simple day just to get them out your head, but if you refill these thoughts and these memories of this person with things and habits that benefit you, suddenly you won't even think of them at all. Secondly, my next step is for you guys to remember that they're not your responsibility. It's not like you have a child with this person. He's not your baby daddy. You're not his baby mama. Who cares? You don't have the responsibility to look after someone. Your name isn't God. So what? They want to be with another person that isn't you. You don't know how the relationship is behind closed doors. You can't make an assumption off of seeing the next person that he or she moved on to. Who cares? Like, it doesn't really matter. And even if you feel like your life was crumbling apart when they broke up with you, that simply means that you had no other purpose in your life besides being in front of them and taking care of them. And I'm not saying it is a bad thing to take care of your partner, but for those months or weeks of your life that you were with that person, you were taking responsibility for them. You have to realize that you're not their mom, you're not their dad, or whatever you identify as. You have to realize that it's okay to step back. Why keep putting energy into someone or something that you're not getting back the same thing from? Nothing, no value is getting added to your life. All you are is sad in bed, rotting. Like, how is that helping you? You have to realize that you might be emotionally bound to someone, but just because you're so used to that empty void in your life being filled by them, that means you have to find something else to fulfill you. I know it's not going to happen overnight. I'm not saying you have to stop crying and save your tears and pretend like you never felt any type of way about them breaking up with you. But what I mean is that you have to find something that fulfills a greater purpose than they did in your life. Whether it is reading or learning a new skill, maybe even catching up with friends and family that you weren't paying attention to, especially since you were in a relationship. There's so many simple things to enhance your life after a breakup other than spiraling and blaming yourself. And if you're a religious person, you have to think, God probably sent you this person as a lesson. You don't have to necessarily take everything to heart, like something's wrong with you. Sometimes people are put in your life as a lesson, and guess what? You have to figure it out, whether the person is going to be a lesson or a blessing. but it happens to everybody. I feel like a lot of people forget that we're all human beings and we basically go through the same things as one another. You can't look at somebody as some other supernatural form. Especially, I see a lot of women, they look at men like they're a different species. But to be honest, they're very simple creatures. They either like you or they don't. And if they like you, they will show it to you. And you craving for your ex's attention and he's not giving you anything back, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's use our big brain now. My third step into getting over somebody really fast is to realize that it is over. Like, you have to put two plus two together. You can't keep grasping for something that's not benefiting you. Now that your relationship is over, I think that's the best time for self repair, recovery, and reflection. The three R's. But I think it is very important to see the flaws in yourself as well. As humans, we do blame other people for things, or we might even blame ourselves when we look in the mirror for a situation happening. But you have to look at the reality of it. You're not a bad person if somebody doesn't want to be with you anymore. You're not worth less because somebody doesn't want to be with you anymore. It's just another chapter of your life. And now that that person is gone, you can see everything in your life that needs more fulfillment. Whether it's in your work, if you're a person who goes to work every day and have a 9 to 5, and you notice you were slacking off before because you had a relationship and you were distracted, or it could be as simple as self-care. There's certain things that you might have been lacking on because you were only focused on the relationship and not yourself. Or maybe in general, in the inside, you feel worthless. And I feel as though if you feel worthless, you need to do everything that your soul tells you gives you worth. And that's not laying up with somebody the next night or taking revenge cute selfies and posting them on Instagram. That's taking the time and sitting with yourself, whether that's journaling, praying, or again, just having self-reflection and writing down all the things that you need to change in order to feel like how you feel in order to feel like how you felt during that relationship, but with yourself. Essentially, you have to learn how to date yourself. You can't want to have a relationship or look for a husband necessarily or anything like that. And within, you don't even like yourself. How can you expect somebody to stay with you or be with you? It doesn't make sense. No new lover or opportunity will come your way if you keep thinking negatively. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You keep saying the same bad things out loud, those bad things are going to come into your life. I feel like with a lot of people, especially with breakups, they keep putting salt over and over again in the same wound instead of just realizing that you have to let it heal. You can't keep picking at the same wound and expecting something to change. Whether that's trying to continue the same bad behaviors that you have in a relationship with others that you try to get with, or that's you being angry or resenting family members because you're having a bad time. You have to figure out what's the best thing for you and make the right decision. Because at the end of the day, the only person who's going to look out for you is you. And if you're not happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy in life. Step 4 is to become who you've always wanted to be. Whether that's getting a new hairstyle, just not talking to people who drain you, bettering your life and your self-care habits and making sure that you feel 100%, meditating or yoga, whatever you need to do to become that person you were before you met your partner, do what you have to do. And don't let somebody else come into your life and knock you down off of what you're doing. And if you feel that, you have to tell yourself and be honest that you're not ready for a relationship if you're going to keep putting all your eggs in one basket and not realizing there's more aspects to life than just being in a relationship. How can you expect to have mystique or surprises even in a relationship or in life if you always know what's coming, if you're always plotting for it? If you want to get over your ex, you have to become the opposite of what you think they think of you. You have to do everything in the opposite way and step into the version of yourself that you truly want to be. And the best way to do that, especially if you just got out of a breakup, clean your freaking room, okay? Like, a lot of people may think I'm just being mean, but when you clean your room, you don't have time for those stagnant thoughts to bother you because your thoughts are bouncing off a clean list. When you have a clean space, you're able to get over things quicker. And why I say that is because most people, especially if they're in a long term relationship, they keep clutter from the relationship in their room. Of course, you're not going to get over them if every single time you turn your head, you see their shirt on the floor or you see a gift that they gave you. And if you don't want to throw those things away, you don't have to. Just put it in the keepsake box and call it a day. Getting over things, closing it, and putting it in the past is better than seeking revenge on people because they'll just continue to haunt you in your life. Even if you get revenge, you're still not going to feel the best afterwards because you're going to still be craving for that person back. You have to think of the opposite way. You can't be thinking of seeing somebody's messages every 2 seconds. Why don't you think of the better things you should be doing every 2 seconds? Every time you're even talking to a new person, you have to outweigh what you're doing out the day with them, especially if they're not giving you the same attention that you're giving them. So I want you guys to really think about it and to stop falling for people who aren't matching your energy. And that'll be like the first way to get over your ex, because I know a lot of people try to get into new relationships and they expect the same things from their past partner, or they look for things that their past partner has in a new person. How can you possibly get over them if that's just all you know? You have to hang out with your friends more. You need to be going on dates with people who look opposite than the person you broke up with. Anything that you can do to get this person out your head, because you have to remember that they're probably not even thinking about you anyway if they've been doing you wrong this whole time. Sometimes becoming the person that you've always wanted to be can also feel like it's a rebellion against your past partner. Whether, like I said, it's changing your hair. If he liked your long hair, cut your hair. I'm not talking about doing that all crazy. Go to the salon, okay? I'm not trying to induce any manic episodes. If he didn't like your acrylic nails at all, get them freaking longer. Or if he told you, oh, you don't look good in these types of outfits, put on those outfits and go outside. You have to rewrite the narrative for yourself in order to completely get over them. I feel like people forget that we're supposed to have multiple relationships in this lifetime until we find the person's right for you. And honestly, sometimes people are craving so much for relationships, and in their path, they're really meant to not even be with a person. Like, they're meant to be in solitude. And sometimes, including myself, I feel very upset when I'm in solitude. I feel like I don't know myself, or I feel trapped. Like, just sitting with myself and not worrying about another person, it makes you feel so isolated. But you need that in order to know who you truly are. Because if you don't know who you truly are and you keep getting into relationships, and at the end they're telling you about yourself and you're acting like you don't know, yes, you do know, you just never fix those things from the past. I hope all my steps helped for you to get rid of your ex and to get over them fast AF. Honestly, this is one of my first sit down videos where I just talk to you guys, so I really hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and comment down below and suggest similar video ideas. And if you want to check out what I'm doing when I'm not on YouTube, go ahead and click my Instagram right here and see what I'm doing during the week. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.